hello, they know, hello, hello, they know, hello, hello, they know, hello, they know.
We got Stilo with us and also Pete Sports. Welcome into the show, guys. Shout out to our sponsors, which is bringing this show to you guys, Underdog Fantasy Sports and Funko Pop. We appreciate all the sponsorships. We appreciate everybody joining in. Can't wait for everybody to join up in the live. Let's get it started, man. Let's discuss everything. I don't have the list in front of me. I apologize. It's on my laptop. But let's start with sports around the world. Sports around the world. I remember that one. Let's go sports around the world.
Okay. Some sports around the world that we actually just got today. The college football committee has approved a 5+7 model for a 12-team playoff, which is going to start. Also,
a lot of controversy there.
I was sorry to cut you off.
No, you're good.
But also we have Kylian Mbappe earning over $16 million per year, which he's also receiving a sign-on bonus of fees of worth $162 million to sign with Real Madrid.
I thought it would have been a little bit more expensive. I'm not going to lie. I thought he'd have been a little bit more expensive. He's young. He's probably the best striker in the world right now. So I would have expected 180 or maybe even 190 for the transfer fee, because I don't think people realize, like, if for those of y'all who don't watch soccer, the reason why that transfer fee is out there is because you don't really get free agents, quote unquote, in soccer too often. So once you pay that transfer fee, you have that player until contract negotiations just break down between the two of you. So you don't really just have like a whole stock load full of free agents that are just out there, especially the level that Kylian Mbappe is. A team's always going to own him. Always.
Right.
So, just so y'all know that. So I thought it would have been higher. I'd have put a higher.
But do you really think Kylian Mbappe is worth that kind of money?
Absolutely, I think he's worth that kind of money. He's young. He doesn't get he's not injury prone. And he is the absolute best striker in the game currently. There's nobody in the world of football that's a better striker than he is. I mean, he shows it game in and game out. This guy gets at least, you can count a goal from Mbappe every game. You can count a goal.
Like
I'm not gonna lie, I'm taking Messi, bro.
Yeah, but you can say that, but he's so much towards the end of his career. Not to say that he's not great still, but that's like trying to start your career with, Steph Curry and LeBron James at their age right now, rather than starting your franchise with somebody like Ant Edwards, or what I mean. You're gonna start with the younger star that's got the potential to be better for you long term. You know what I mean? I mean, that's how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
What up, Drew in the chat? What up? Welcome in, buddy.
What's up, Drew?
But yeah, dude, I don't know, man.
I get you. I get it.
And also going on the kill of Mbappe. Guess how old he is? Just guess how old he is,
right?
boss.
He's 23?
25. He's
25.
only 25 years old.
And for a soccer player, that's young. You can play for a while as a soccer player. You keep your stamina up. As long as you can run, you're good to go.
And he averages per 90 minutes 0.93.
What did I tell you? It's almost exactly at
that's goals per game?
Yeah, 90 minutes. 90 minutes is a match, but 90 minutes is a match. Yeah, I mean
he could do more.
He's far and away the best player on the pitch every time he gets out there.
Yes.
He could do 2 goals a game. I'm sorry.
That would be crazy. That would be crazy. You know what? That makes me wonder. Who do you guys think the top goal scorer of all time is, as far as goals per 90 minutes?
It's got to be Pele.
Me personally, it would possibly have to be either. Oof. I don't even know.
Yeah, he's
Pele was
100%
nasty.
right. It's Pele.
Is it Pele?
Ooh.
It's Pele who averaged 1.299 goals generated per game.
What? That is insane.
Yeah. 821. He had 821 matches, scored 761 goals, and had 297 assists.
Who's the real casuals now?
No, I didn't say that Pele wouldn't. I didn't know. I couldn't really speak on that. I'm not really great in soccer history. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I watch it.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. I guessed that one out of a shot of a hat.
I just shot the name that you knew, right?
I just remember growing up in Central Florida, I had a lot of Haitian friends, man. They always were talking about Pele. He did that soccer better. Pele. That's all I remember.
Also, guys, in today's news, the Kansas City Parade pew-pews were charged with
Good.
Good.
Hell yeah.
That was honestly.
Yep, they
Hell yeah. That's a W.
they were charged. In soccer today, Man City beat Brentford 1-0.
Not surprising.
And in the Champions League, Inter beat Atletico Madrid
Oh yeah, I seen that.
1-0.
Yeah, I seen that.
Also,
What was the scoreline on that?
1-0.
1-0. Okay.
1-0.
I thought you said 5-0.
Also-
I was like, I did not see that.
Also on top of that, PSV versus Borussia Dortmund was a 1-1 draw.
So they're gonna run that. They're gonna run that next game.
Mm-hmm.
Can I be honest about something right quick?
Yeah.
Soccer's boring as fuck.
It's really not.
No,
It's really not. Let me tell you
And
why,
I
bro.
can't get into it. Like, I'll watch the World Cup because of the energy, but like these regular games, like
Well, you say regular game, but there's real energy in it too. I mean, I know mid-season because they play quite a bit of games in mid-season. I think more or less that comes from a standpoint of just not understanding the game entirely. Because like once you sit down and take the time to like understand the rules and get into what's going on, like 3 years ago, I didn't really understand the UEFA Champions League. I didn't even know who was allowed to be in that. You know what I mean? I thought just they were just picking random teams, but it's a European challenge. So you get all of the greatest teams from across all of these leagues. Like imagine the NFL, right? How it's based out here in America, right? Imagine, London had their own, England had their own, Africa had their own sports league and you get all these guys. And then imagine, bringing those guys just like all together. You know what I mean? Like those leagues that you would never see during the regular season, you get to play them in this, content.
maybe it's just a fan point of view or something. Because I'm just not a big fan
I'm
of
just
soccer.
saying,
But I
if we
fucking love
had,
golf,
like, a
and people are like, golf is boring as shit.
Like if
The
we had
golf
an
is
American like football championship, like against teams and leagues that were based out of Canada and teams and leagues based out of like Mexico and even going into South America, since you want to just count the whole America, because that's really what the European challenge. I mean, they count that whole big ass continent. So I mean, I just feel like, I don't know. For me, that's really cool for me. So I get to see teams that don't normally get to play each other. They get to play each other once or twice a year, and it's for all the chips.
Maybe I need to look into it more. But to me,
It's fun, dude.
I'd rather watch paint dry. That's just my opinion.
It's a lot of fun. But guys, I have 2 more news to say about the world of sports. The Atlanta Falcons are now the official favorites to land Justin Fields.
The Atlanta Falcons are going after Justin Fields. I saw that they weren't. I saw that they weren't. They weren't really taking trades for. I mean, they were getting offers, but they weren't really looking at any of them for Justin Fields. Like
I swear to God, if Atlanta trades their first overall pick, like not overall, first round pick for Justin Fields,
Please, that'd be beautiful. Also,
I don't think he's worth the first round pick. If I'm
no,
honest.
third round.
Also,
I'd say a couple of third rounds.
Also, in shocking news, and I don't know if this is a rumor right now, but the Yankees are possibly moving off Aaron Judge.
Look, I mean, all legends end their time at some point. You know what I mean? I mean, he was a great player for them for a long time, and maybe it's just that time, that a franchise moves on. I don't really see a whole lot of wrong with that.
Is that rumored or is that a factual thing? Because Drew's saying no, they're not. Drew's a Yankee fan. Drew's a Yankee fan.
I said it's possible rumor. I'm not sure. I read it, but I'm not sure if it's a rumor or not. That's why I said it's possibly.
Listen, if it's brought up in the media, it's something to talk about. So that's all I gotta say.
Because listen,
he's overrated, anyways. He's overrated. I said it. He's overrated, bro.
Steve-O's face was just like.
I don't see what the hype is. What has he done since he's been a Yankee?
I don't know.
What has he done since he's been a Yankee?
He's good.
What has he done?
Hey, look.
Oof.
I'm just not gonna.
Come on, what has he done? He hit 66 home runs.
For the sake
67?
of time. For the sake of time, I'm not even gonna. I'm not gonna even entertain that. Really, I think that's crazy. That's a wild take. I think I'm just
saying. I don't see anything great about him other than he makes a high paycheck and he plays for the New York Yankees and he wears pinstripes. I don't.
Dang.
Sorry.
Hey, shout out Aaron Judge if you see this though. I had you back. Just remember that.
Aaron Judge, you're washed.
God,
all right, let's move it on. What else we got going on, Peter? We got Daytona 500.
Yes, Daytona 500, and I'm going to let you take that over because I have no clue about NASCAR.
Okay, pass it over to the white guy from sports. All right, appreciate it. All right, so
I'm white. I don't know nothing about it.
Hey, listen, shout out to Daytona 500. Not many people watched it. It had a rain delay. It was moved to Monday. William Byron got the win. Only led 4 laps the entire race. The last 20 laps, there were 2 wrecks that totally tore up the front part of the field. Great shout out. First Daytona win under caution. Hendrick Motorsports getting the dub. Number 24. I know you guys know the number 24. I know you guys know who that belongs to. That's Mr. Jeff Gordon. So shout out to them for winning that, bro. Very, very impressive. Very impressive.
So the only question I have for that is like, okay, so the real interest behind NASCAR is that you could potentially see somebody wreck. I mean, is that really?
That's the best part. I know it sounds horrific, but it's the best part.
That's so morbid. Like that is so.
That's
like, man, like when they take this left turn, I hope he spins out a little bit. Like that's crazy.
You don't want to see nobody get hurt. That's the first thing. But like one wreck can change the entire race that you sat there for 2 hours watching. One little wreck can change everything. Like the precision that going 200 miles an hour around a track for 200-300 laps and that constant pace and never to make a mistake until the end, incredible. Well, I make mistakes backing my car to my driveway. You know how many trees I've hit? A lot.
Well, that might just be something you need to get checked out. But what I will say,
at least I hit something unlike Aaron Judge. You know what I'm saying? But
I don't know. I would rather watch paint dry than watch a NASCAR race. I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, if I wanted to
that feels a bit racist.
Accidents, I would just look it up on YouTube. You know what I mean? I mean, if I scroll through Twitter long enough, I'll find something morbid enough on there.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
What do you guys?
I'd rather watch the Bears practice than watch.
Damn.
Oh my gosh, you had to
bring that. Talk about your Bears like that, Peter.
Come on, bro.
And y'all are finna give him your quarterback.
He's not even a Falcons fan anymore.
Hey, I denounced the Falcons. Fire those cannons. Let's go Buccaneers, man. That's all I gotta say. Am I getting into it? Don't look at me like that, Stilo. Judgment is not for you. Okay,
fan, bro.
Only God can judge me. Okay, that's what I always say.
Who said I was judging? Never had a problem.
All right, man. Let's get into it. All-Star game happened this weekend. We almost scored 400 fucking points, bro. 397 in total. 3-point contest was.
The
dunk contest was.
I mean, Jaylen Brown got booed on a dunk.
Dude, because
bro,
He jumped
They didn't
over.
even
guys.
show it. They didn't even show the first attempt.
It was.
They didn't even
mid.
show it.
Well, it's not even that
They-
it was mid. That's something that real talk. I know, like people that go to a rec center in my area that could do that dunk. That's why he got booed. Because what are you doing? You jumped
Sorry,
over
you know
somebody
somebody that
that's
get up like
5'5".
that, bro. He needs to be doing something.
I mean,
I don't
what was
even
the
jump
whole-
up out of the couch to get a Twinkie, bro. So I don't know.
I don't know. I thought that was just a terrible dunk. I don't know. And also, I just feel like All-Star Weekend has lost the buzz. You know, like we're
Fact.
scoring 400 points. Nobody's out there trying. There's nothing on the line here. There's absolutely nothing on the line when it
You
comes
put the
to
NBA
All-Star,
notice.
when it comes to the All-Star Weekend. Because am I wrong when I say that it doesn't matter who gets home court advantage in the finals anymore? It doesn't. That
It
that's not
matters.
what-
It matters. It matters.
Does that
It definitely matters.
Is that how they still do it?
No,
But
They don't
okay,
do that.
So that's scrap. And
you're
for
playing
me,
for charities. That's what you play
That's-
for is charities.
well, I mean, okay, I'm not downing playing.
I'm not
charity.
against
I'm
that,
just
but,
saying,
like-
the players
Come
out
on,
there
bro.
show no effort on the defensive side, and I remember watching in the 2000s where you're 2007, 2006, 2005, where bro they used to really go at it. The All-Stars used to go at each other. And they would play defense on each other. And that's why it was so amazing to watch, because we're going to watch the league's best of the best get out there, and we're going to really see who can play against the best. You know what I mean?
I agree.
And that's what was beautiful for me. And now we're at a point where we're scoring 400 points and people are just walking up and down the court. I don't want to watch that. I don't want to watch that.
Well, like Peter and I were talking before, Kobe put out a thing before he passed away. Rest in peace.
R.I.P. Kobe.
People like these all-stars are playing tougher competition when they're playing in gyms by themselves during the summer, and they're not getting paid. Nobody's watching, and they're playing harder than they do in the all-star game. Like, people spend their hard-earned money to go in there and watch these guys have the best pickup game. Like 2001, Allen Iverson went off. The East won 111 to 110. That was one of the greatest games I've watched as an all-star. Like, that was amazing. Then we had Vince Carter in the dunk contest. Like, best all-star weekend ever, in my opinion.
Which one?
What's y'all's?
For me, okay, I cannot remember the year, but when Blake Griffin did his dunk over the
07? 07?
yeah,
08?
that's what it was. 07, where they lifted it to him out of the sunroof. That to me was entertaining. That's entertainment. If you look at the physical aspect of that dunk, it was also insane because I believe he took off from the free throw line when he did that dunk. And I mean, what an incredible athlete. What an incredible dunk. I mean, the presentation of the dunk matters when you're doing the dunk
Suspect
contest.
father.
So, I mean, I thought that was amazing. That was my favorite All-Star weekend that I ever saw. Or none.
What do you call that?
Personally, I'm sorry to say this, but I think that's like one of the most overrated dunks.
You gave him all this praise, man. I was like, suspect father. Anybody catch that one? We're talking about Blake Griffin.
That's
That-
crazy.
That's possibly one of the
crazy.
most overrated dunks. My personal favorites is probably the Vince Carter and General Green. Those
Ooh, okay. Gerald Green, I like that one.
because a lot of people don't talk
Vince
about
Carter.
General. He had hops.
Who? Carter?
No,
Yeah, that dude was
no General
out
Green.
Jim. Oh, Gerald Green.
Yeah,
too.
Gerald Green has some hops.
Gerald Green
He had
was
more,
way
he
out.
had better in-game dunks than he had all-star game dunks.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
Okay.
I agree with him.
Okay. Who's your guys' favorite 3-point? Like,
Oh,
Larry Bird. Larry Bird.
Steph, the greatest shooter of all time, Stephen Curry.
Larry
mine,
Bird. Warm-up uniform. What are we talking about?
mine
You're
are
crazy.
two homeboys. Mine basically Pedro Stojakovic and
Oh, bro, when you said homeboys, I was about to be like, man,
And-
don't.
and Eric Gordon. Because
Why is he a
Eric Gordon-
homeboy?
because if you
Shout out
realize
to my Romanian brothers.
Serbian to be exact,
Oh no, Serbian. My bad. Shout out Peja.
but
Serbian. I'm sorry, Peter. Serbian. My bad.
but going back to the year that Glenn Robinson and Eric Gordon both won their contest. They are both from Indiana because Glenn Robinson went to my rival high school, Lake Central, where my brother went his senior year. Also, Eric Gordon is from Indianapolis. So basically that year, it was both Indiana boys that won both contests.
Yeah.
So, are you being a homer right now, or are you just saying that's your favorite?
That's more or less what he's going for. He's just trying to.
I'm being a homer. I'm being
a homer.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, Peter. Ain't no.
Nope.
That's why I put Trace McGrady in some of my top picks of all time because he's from my area. I get it. I get it.
To go back to you're taking Larry Bird.
Hey, don't point at me like that, sir. We don't know.
You're taking Larry Bird over Curry.
Bro, we're talking about 3-point contests, best performance of all time. That was awesome. He never even got out of his fucking warm-ups, bro.
Bro, but
who else has done that? Who else has done that? Who else has done the 3-point contest in their warm-up? Don't worry.
That's not that was just
I'll
just
wait.
so happened to do that. He just so happened to do that.
But who else has done it?
Because they can do it. That's what the warm-ups are for. They do it all pregame. Every single game they do it in warm-ups. That's why I was like, okay, have you not ever shot a basketball in a long sleeve? It's not that much more difficult.
It's hard.
It is.
It's not that bad. A shooter.
This shit pulls on your shoulders. You gotta adjust your shot. Like it restricts your elbow. Yeah, that's hard.
I mean, sure for the average baller, bro. But we're talking about guys like Curry and Bird. That's not affecting them.
Do y'all not remember the jerseys that they wore that were long sleeve and they fucking complained about it?
I have literally seen people tackle Curry while he's shooting. And him.
That's because he's built like a toddler.
He's 6'3", so and he's closing in on 185. So, I mean, he's pretty big. I think
that's a toddler in the NBA. I'm sorry.
Yeah, okay, in the NBA, I mean there are plenty.
He
of
runs around like he's looking for his power, bro. Right. What are we doing? And he throws it all the time.
6'1" guards out there. Be serious. What about Donovan Mitchell? 6'2". And he's got some of the biggest hops in the game. Like the size don't matter to me, and they're all bigger than us. So I don't know.
Well, size doesn't matter to you is wild. You need to pause that. So what's your hot take for this weekend? Before we keep it pushing.
Okay.
My hot take for this weekend is
no like NBA playoff weekend. What was your hot take? What was something that happened that you were like that was the best moment or what should have happened?
Oh, from All-Star Weekend.
Yeah.
My hot take is that Tyrese Halliburton played better than Damian Lillard. I really think Tyrese Halliburton played way better. And I also saw on a couple of the sports show that pass that Tyrese Halliburton made where he acted like he was going to pass behind his back with this hand and he hit it with this elbow and sent it out to Damian Lillard. A lot of the sports announcers were like, well, it didn't have quite enough on it. Bro, it bounced perfectly to him. Now, at the speed, maybe it could have been a little bit of a faster pass, but it got to him, and it got to him in plenty of time for a guy like Damian Lillard to let the ball go. He should have hit that.
Y'all know
shot.
that was a 20-year anniversary shout-out. You know that, right? Jason Williams, Ray LaFrance.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
2004.
That's why I was saying I thought it was amazing. I thought it was a great nostalgic moment. Like it looked good, and like I said, it follows into my take that I felt like Tyrese Halliburton.
It may be more than 20 years. My bad. I think that was 99 when that happened.
He was the MVP for the All-Star game.
99, 2000. Maybe.
Also, my opinion, Damian Lillard should not have won MVP. It should have been Tyrese Halliburton.
I say Cat Williams. He put up 50.
I mean,
yeah, but they lost though.
Yeah, They
No way.
lost.
The MVP, yeah, but the MVP is never on the losing team. I mean, that's not how sports are done nowadays. If you want to talk about the most prolific scorer in the game, obviously that was Cat. But I mean,
So we have to bring up the Dallas Cowboys to have a losing MVP.
I don't understand why it comes down to this every single time we talk. You have to,
No, we
you
were
have to find a
freaked out.
way to get in there and take a jab at the Cowboys.
Oh,
You know what?
breaking
It
news!
really
Breaking
is
news! I
like
don't know if
we're
you guys
always
heard.
on
Breaking
time.
news! The Dallas Cowboys were just sponsored by In-N-Out Burgers because they're in and out of the playoffs.
I
No, I'm just
can't
kidding.
tell.
That's trolling. I'm trolling. I'm trolling. I'm trolling.
I can't tell if he's just hungry or if he's making a joke.
Oh, damn.
All right. So
What you guys got for playoff predictions? I know it's real early NBA season, but I mean, I feel
it's so
we're
early,
about
dude.
halfway. You know
Too
what I mean?
early.
Like you got the Warriors sitting at the 10th seed, the Lakers are sitting at the 8th seed. Like, damn.
Listen, the Warriors.
Minnesota's balling right now. Do we really think Minnesota's gonna beat out
Hold
Denver?
on.
Like,
If we're gonna talk about balling right now, have you not seen how Steph Curry has played this last month?
Dropping
I mean,
50.
bro, but he's so many games behind right now, dude.
Yeah, I know, because in the beginning, that's how the Warriors have started seasons lately. Like the past couple of years,
I have noticed that.
they
I agree
start slow, but they finish so well. And I feel like they're on that uptick. You know, they're getting these guys like Podemski, the rookie. He's great. He's fantastic. I love that kid. I think he's going to be great for the Warriors. And
you got some breaking news?
Go ahead.
Breaking news wise, I have actually the Warriors just converting a two-way guard Lester Contusi, or I don't know how to say his last name, to a standard contract.
So they're bringing him up. Well, see, and that what bothers me with that is we don't need a guard, right? When you guys think of the Warriors, what's their biggest need? It's a big. We need a big. I mean, you're talking about the biggest player that we normally put on the court being Kevin Looney. I mean, what or Kevon Looney? What are we doing? I don't understand. 6'9". He's good, but he's only good in little stretches. Like if you have him out there for longer than 6 minutes, bro, he starts losing it a little bit. But what I was gonna say is I'm not bashing Kevon Looney. I think he's a great player, but I think he's a better 4 than he is a 5. I don't think he's a traditional 5, and he wasn't drafted as a traditional 5. He's not a 5, he's a 4. And I think he would play better there and bring in somebody that can give you a defense or an interior defense, and bring in somebody that's 7 foot. I mean, bring in somebody that can get a rebound and that can play some defense on the inside. I think it's important because when we get into the playoffs now, what did the Lakers do to beat us? The Lakers just hit us inside over and over and over and over again. It was ridiculous. I mean, AD was going crazy. Draymond Green isn't guarding AD.
Peter, would you bring in Dwight Howard?
We're getting one-on-ones outside where Klay Thompson can't even guard Russell. I mean,
Dwight Howard's just getting too old, bro.
I think he's. I don't think he's the guy.
Man,
you wouldn't bring in Dwight Howard?
I mean,
no, I wouldn't. Nope, I would not bring him in.
You know what I would really wish is that
he's somebody.
Yeah, that's true. Well, what I really wish is they'd go after a big name. I mean, who I'd wish would move. I don't care where he goes, but I want Joel Embiid to stop wasting his career.
Oh my,
in Philadelphia, because
you want Joel Embiid to be out there in Golden State, Steph?
I would love that. It's not going to happen. We don't have the cap space for that. But I just want him to go somewhere else than where he is right now. Not to say that the 76ers aren't a decent team, but we see it every year. They get into the playoffs, they're out. First, second round. Max. So, I mean, for me, I actually think the Warriors might end up making that 7th or 6th seed by the end of the season. I know it's a stretch because that's a jump of 4 spots,
They did it last
We
year.
got some other teams that are right there that are also pretty good. I think the Lakers and the Kings are underrated teams.
Yes.
Because I don't think I can understate how clutch De'Aaron Fox is. That guy is. He's going to be one of the new faces of the league. Yeah, he's going to be one of the new faces of the league after LeBron leaves. I mean, he's that kind of guard. He's special.
And he is stupid fast. Like I have to watch him, like I might have to watch him in person. And bro, when they say he's fast, is an understatement. Like I will keep saying understatement because there was 2.5 seconds on the clock. He went down and hit a layup in a matter of with 0.5 left on the clock.
I mean, that's all fine and dandy, but how does that translate into playoffs?
Really? I mean, I think that he played well against the Warriors last year as a 3 seed. I know that
seven games.
I know. Well, we got beat. They were a 6 seed. The Warriors were a 6 seed last year. Yeah. But regardless, you did expect the Sacramento Kings to take that out. But also, how many years had it been since they'd had a home playoff game and a home win? It's been some time.
Yep.
2007?
2001, I think.
2001. So really, to anticipate a team that hasn't been in since that long, I mean,
literally
to go up against a multi-championship team in Golden State. I mean, you can tell me all day until you're blue in the face that Golden State was the underdogs, but I don't feel like people really felt like that going in. I felt like when the Kings saw that they got the Warriors first round, they were like, "That's tough." Like that's one of the toughest 6 seeds that you can see. Right, is Golden State. That's a tough 6 seed.
And they were defending champions at the time.
Yep.
That's a tough 6 seed. And to see how he played throughout that series, he took him 7 games. And I feel like De'Aaron Fox left everything out on the court. I feel like other guys failed to do their job. I mean, if you watch Game 7, I can't remember the guy's name, but number 6 that was trying to guard Curry, I think his last name was Jefferson. I can't remember what his last name was, but he was getting fried all Game 7. He wasn't hitting his shots. I look at Keegan Murray, the rookie.
Yeah, Keegan Murray, like, wonderful. Oh, my gosh.
I don't know. I think that the Pistons being at 8-46, even if they won out, I don't think that they would make it.
Boss, pull up.
Stick to video games, homie.
Pull up
Stick to video games for real.
I thought my basketball takes were bad.
Guys, shout out to everybody in the chat, guys.
Grace,
shout out.
So let's keep it pushing as our last segment here, and then we'll take some questions from the chat. Greatest NBA team all time.
Okay, I'll go first, and I don't think it's close. I really don't.
If you say the Warriors, I'm going to punch your chesticles in your.
It's the 2015-2016 Warriors with KD on them. That the Avengers, they were the Avengers. There is no team in history for me that's beating them in a 7-game series. There's not a single team, bro. There's not a single team that's with them.
1997 Bulls who actually won a championship and didn't choke us. I'm a 3-1 lead.
They didn't choke with a 3-1 lead with KD. They didn't choke a 3-1 lead with KD.
KD wasn't on the team.
Yeah, KD wasn't on that team.
Wow. I feel super right there.
Nah, you're good. That's just that CFS.
KD joined the next year. He joined the next year.
Okay.
But
dude, the Hornets are not making
that team. There's not a team that's matching up with me that's going to beat that Warriors team in a 7-game series, all the way down to the bench. I mean, that team was stacked, and the amount of scoring ability on that team made up for any defensive breakdown that they had. It doesn't matter.
So you're telling me the 93, 96 Bulls?
Yes, they're bro, in 6 games. Let me tell you something. Michael Jordan was a finesse.
What's the Bulls' record in the finals? Not Michael.
Listen to
What's
me,
the Bulls
they're
record in the
6-6,
final?
But what's that Warriors team in the finals? What's that 20? We're talking about 1 year. We're talking about 1 year. We're not talking about all like the greatest franchise of all time. We're talking about 1 year, what the best team was. There is nobody beating
That wasn't even the best Warriors team. That was 63 and 9.
Now, I'm not talking about a regular season record. I'm talking about in a 7-game series. There is no team that you can tell me that is beating that
Okay,
Warriors.
let's break this down. Break
Break it down.
This is crazy. 'Cause I know Peter's going to say the Bulls.
Hold
I'm
on.
saying the
So
2000. I'm saying the 2001 Lakers. That's my opinion.
Which one?
Okay.
2001 Lakers.
2001 Lakers. Hold on.
okay.
And then Pete, what's yours?
Okay, listen. Mine is the Bulls, but my most underrated team not to win a chip is the 2001 Kings, the ones that got absolutely robbed from your Lakers.
Don't want to
You
hear
talking about
it.
the Sacramento Queens?
Yeah, don't want to hear it. Don't even want to hear it. Listen. So let's break it down position by position. You go through
Peter's like,
your
I fucking
starting
hate you.
5. You go through your starting 5, and I will give you the starting 5 for my team. And we'll just go down the line and see who's winning that matchup.
Derek Fisher.
Okay. Are we going to mention who's our point guard? Because I think that Steph Curry is going to fry.
Derek Fisher was very, very underappreciated for his defensive presence. Let's keep it a buck.
You can say that he was underappreciated. There's no underappreciated defender that's given Steph Curry a hard time. There's not a greatest defender of all time giving Steph Curry a problem. There's not.
You're telling me right now that Matthew Dellavedova did not give him problems?
They won the series, and he still is hitting shots. They have clips of Steph Curry flying him.
Bulls team.
Yes, he had good defensive
So
possession.
you're telling me that Matthew Dellavedova is better than Derek Fisher as a defender?
I don't know. I didn't say that. I just said that he can play good defenders, and it doesn't matter. He will play good defense, and he'll still fry you. My point is it's not the point of the defense when you're playing against Curry. The defense, that's what y'all are not getting to. Y'all are not understanding.
Derek Fisher shut down Allen Iverson.
Ron Harper?
Bro, he's frying Ron Harper. He's frying Ron Harper. Frying him. Frying him.
This is nasty.
Bro,
this is nasty.
No,
this
listen, these new age players, skillfully are better. Skillfully are better. And we're not going to have this discussion because old school players used to shoot the ball back here. The game evolves over time. The game evolves over time. I'm talking about 1930s, 1940s.
Ron Harper didn't play in the 1930s.
Just listen to me. The game evolves, and over time, we get better at a sport because we're able to look at it a different way. Look, we got whole new ways. We got whole new ways that we can look at a basketball game now. We've got analytics. We've got sports science that's showing how much distance guys like Steph Curry is creating, which sometimes isn't much, and still being able to get off a shot. You can compare these same clips to the clips that go back down there, or to the clips back in the day, and they're not competing. They're really not competing. I'm telling you, Steph Curry is frying Derek Fisher, and it's not close. He's frying him. In a 7-game series, he's frying him. I'm not saying that.
I think we need to run this matchup on 2K one night because there's no other way to prove it.
And we can. So wait. So go ahead though with your 2 guard.
Okay, my 2 guard.
Bryant.
Kobe Bryant.
Kobe is giving Clay. Kobe is giving Clay 40 to 50.
Fam. But wait a minute. We're talking about the same year. I'm not saying that Kobe's not frying Clay. Kobe's going to fry Clay. That's going to happen. But at the same time, that was Clay's height at being good on defense, and he still is a bucket.
Over Kobe Bryant?
No. No, I did not say that. No, I did not say that. I said that, yes, Kobe is going to fry Klay Thompson. Kobe's probably going to score 30 points a game.
So we'll say that Clay, Kobe, and Jordan all cancel each other out basically because their matchups are they win their matchups.
No, I didn't say that. I said that Kobe is going to fry Klay Thompson. He's going to score 30 a game. He's gonna.
Oh my God!
I just said that, but at the same time, look. Let's do it like this. How many points per game do you think Derek Fisher is scoring on the Warriors?
10.
3.
10
What are you talking about, bro? They double team Jack all the time. He dished out to Fisher for threes. That was what he did.
10 points. Okay,
Again,
well, just you know
10
what?
points a game. He's gonna get
You
to
know
the free throw line.
All right, look. I'll give you that. Whatever. Curry is averaging. I'm gonna say
32.
No. I'm gonna say 27. I'm gonna say 27 in that series. 27. He'll average 27. I'm gonna be realistic. He'll average 27 points per game in that series.
What's Ron Harper getting, Peter? What's Ron Harper getting?
I'm literally looking up like his. He will average. He's gonna average. Hold on, I'm still. Give him about 12. 12.
12. He's scoring more than Derek Fisher.
Dude, I'm literally looking at.
I know you're looking. Hold on. Wait. Wait. I know you're looking at his
This
overall.
all depends on what era we're playing into. That's another thing that matters. Is what era we're playing.
I'm saying against these teams that we're talking about, you think Ron Harper is averaging 12 points a game?
What era of basketball?
Exactly. You're asking me what era?
Another thing. It's like the eras, bro. Like,
okay, what era of basketball are we playing?
To go in the middle, to kind of bring it in the middle, we'll say the 2000 to 2010 era. So there was still a little.
Harper's getting cooked, bro. Harper's getting cooked.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. So
Harper may get like 7 points max.
7.
I'm gonna give him 7.
7.
I'm gonna give him 7. So we've got Peter's team over here, my team right here, and we got Boss Man's team over here. Okay, so Boss Man, now for Kobe's points per game in that series. And this
Kobe's getting like 25, 28.
Hold on, I was going to say, this isn't peak Kobe. Wait,
Yeah,
did you say
25, 28?
Yeah, okay. You said 2001. We'll give him, we'll match Curry. We'll say 27 again. Although, I don't know, bro. I don't think Kobe is, I don't know, bro. We'll give him 27. And then Clay,
say, bro, Kobe's the second best two-way player of all time.
Yeah.
All time.
You're right. I corrected myself. Okay, so look. Now with Clay, and 100%, I believe he can eat in 2015 against those teams. I think he easily averages 15 points a game. I think that's fair.
50?
I think 15.
Oh.
15. Easy.
You got me scared for a second. I was like, what is this dude saying?
So, and then who's your two guard, Pete?
Is it even a question?
Michael Jordan.
Michael
Jordan. I know, but give me your and by the way, the 2015-2016 Warriors were 73-9, by the way. Best record of all time.
Okay.
Cool beans. What did that transition to? Because they didn't win the finals.
Yeah.
Anywho,
best team of all time.
And who did?
They're not.
I got a Diet Coke. I'm not gonna lie. Shout out to Diet Coke. I'm about to go get me a Diet Coke. This is a little too spicy for me.
Hold on, wait. So with Michael Jordan, how much are we averaging there in a series? Just give me a number. What do you think? What do you realistically think he's gonna average?
30. I'm saying about 30.
No, he's not averaging.
What?
In the 2010,
what happened?
2010 era, he's not averaging 30, bro. He's not.
Who?
Michael Jordan is not averaging that. Not in the games, bro. No, bro. No.
Kobe, bro. Jordan was averaging 20 in 2002.
Say it again.
Has the defense not expanded and it's easier to get to the paint now?
I don't think that's necessarily true. I think that's why the game has extended. Bro. But bro, listen, you got to understand that he was a mid-range magician. That's what made him.
Who eats like a motherfucker right now in the mid-range?
DeMar DeRozan. In this league, he would not, because that's why they don't shoot the mid-range anymore, because the floor is more stretched out. The defense is in that mid-range. They have to be. Because you have to cover the 3-point, and you still kind of have to be a little bit inside just to not allow blow-by.
Jordan would go on one side of the court and isolate. He would have that entire left elbow, right elbow by himself to do whatever he wanted.
But there are new defensive strategies in the 2000 to 2010 era.
Make sure you tell that to the Philadelphia 76ers and Kawhi Leonard with the shot.
I really feel a firm number for Michael Jordan in one of those series is 28. I gave him.
I'm saying 31. I feel like he'd get 31.
Literally, I'm saying 31. Exactly 31. Stilo, be straight up
Bro,
honest. Come
how many
on.
times do you think Jordan's going to score on free throws?
Yeah, but I mean, Peter, I mean, just give your own take, bro.
Change the
Give your own PPG.
literally make a rule called the Jordan rule because of how hard teams were fouling him. Come on. He has to at least average 31 plus.
Let's agree. Let's
No,
say 29.
Okay,
Can we
wait a
agree
minute,
at 29?
I'm not going to allow this talk then. How many times is Curry getting to the line? Let's be real. How many times is Curry getting to the line? How many
Not
times
enough.
is he really getting to the line?
Not enough because they're losing ball games. They should be. Not enough.
The skill of him. First of all, you've got Ron Harper guarding Steph Curry in this scenario.
And Ron Harper's a defender.
This is hold on. This is why it's getting confusing here because we're talking overall in general, and we're not going to do that. We're going to talk it like we're playing against each other here. Okay, so Steph Curry versus Ron Harper is
He's
scoring
clamped
30
up for 27 points a game. That's fine. I could deal with that.
No, but I'm saying against Ron Harper, he's scoring 30 a game. Against Ron Harper, I feel like Derek Fisher in that era. Listen. You guys throw your hands up immediately and you don't listen. Peter, Ron Harper has never seen anything like Curry. Nothing. No type of handles. You're talking crazy types of handles that he has not seen before.
You're telling me he never guarded Allen Iverson? Are you fucking kidding me?
Allen Iverson did not step back behind the three-point line and bust like Steph Curry does. Not like Steph. Don't even start that, bro. Not like Steph.
Dragan Petkovic,
We're
also
talking about the greatest
unalive
shooter of all time. Stop it. Are we not talking about the greatest shooter in Stephen Curry? Yes or no? Greatest shooter ever.
He is, but he's not like, bro. He's not.
Arguably, it's not. It's not an argument.
I give him longevity.
It's done and wrapped, bro. It's not arguably. He is the best shooter of
Bro,
all
if
time.
Ray Allen never got hurt, bro, it wouldn't even be
He
close.
puts up, but he puts up volume and still has 40% behind the line. That's insane. Think about how much lower the volume was 2001 through 2005. Think of how low the volume was then. They weren't shooting threes like that. You
But
got
like
benched.
you said, we're playing in the 2009-2010 era.
You're right, and Steph Curry was in that era. He was shooting those shots in that era. He was shooting those shots.
But
Not as effectively as he is now.
Ron Harper is getting fried. He's getting fried. It's not to me. He's getting fried. I'll leave 27 a game, right there. But me personally, he's averaging 30 points a game in that series, unless you put Jordan on him. Unless you have Jordan on him. He's averaging 27.
I'm not mad at that.
30.
I'm not mad at that. Jordan on Curry, I'm not mad at that matchup. Because Ron Harper would lock up Klay Thompson. Oh, for sure.
Well, see, here's the deal, though, is that.
But that's his team.
Here's the deal, though. Is with Klay Thompson against Michael Jordan, I still think averages 15 points a game. Not against him specifically, but what you have to understand is the great thing about Klay Thompson is that he was number 3. He was the third option that we go to. We're going Steph, then we're going KD, and then what happens is the defense falls in because KD and Steph Curry are winning their one-on-one matchups. They are every time. The same way that Jordan is winning.
KD is winning against Scottie Pippen?
Thank you. Against Scottie.
He's 7 foot. What are we talking about, bro?
Oh, come on.
Bro, he's frying Scottie Pippen.
Come on.
He's frying
Bro,
Scottie Pippen.
come on.
Y'all are ridiculous, bro. He is absolutely frying Scottie Pippen, bro. Y'all are absolutely ridiculous.
How
tall is Scottie?
Scottie, you would fry.
Scottie Pippen is arguably one of the top 5 players of all time that's underappreciated. And that's a fact. That's a fact, bro. That's a fact. Nobody gives him the respect he deserves.
We're talking about a guy that's 7 foot going up against somebody that was what, 6'8"?
Okay. Don't put Scotty on him. Okay. Put Dennis on him. Let's see what Dennis does.
Rodman wasn't that much taller, bro.
Rodman was 6'9".
No, Rodman was 6'7". He was smaller. Bro, that's what I'm trying to say. We've never seen a 7-footer like KD.
Shaq was 7'1", and Rodman gave him problems.
Carmelo
was 6'10". Like Rodman gave him problems.
Fam, but he was not shooting like KD. He's not shooting
like KD. He doesn't need to shoot.
Bro,
he doesn't need to shoot.
KD does need to shoot, though. KD is going to shoot, and he's going to bust his ass, bro.
Oh.
Are you blocking it?
I give KD 23. 23.
You're giving Steph Curry more points per game when they played together in the playoffs. KD averaged more points.
We're playing 2010 basketball. It's not stretch out. It's pound in the paint.
Bro, when I am talking, listen to me. When I am talking about era, I am talking about just the level of physicality. You guys are saying we're taking the era. You guys are saying that we're taking the era, and then I'm putting the 2015 Warriors in a way where they're not going to be shooting threes. They're just not going to play to their strengths. They're still going to play to their strengths. So I'm just talking about foul-wise, and I'm talking about physicality-wise. I think it's a good mixture between the 90s and now, where you have way less physicality now.
But what did you say about Michael Jordan? That he is a pull-up jump shooter, right? What does KD do a lot?
He was a midi magician.
What does KD do a lot?
You got me live. I said he was a midi magician. Yes, he
KD
was.
does the same thing.
But in 2000 through 2010, the only one that was really known for their and you can name a couple of guys here, but your main guys were Kobe, right? That were still fadeaway mid-range magicians. Dirk, you could throw in there Dirk and Dwayne Wade.
Which was the closest thing we ever saw to Michael Jordan. Kobe did it.
Right. Yes, I agree that he would still be effective. I still had him scoring high points. I don't know why y'all are making it like I didn't have Jordan scoring. I just didn't have Jordan
I'm not debating that with you.
Game. I don't.
To me, it just seems like you're acting like your guys are unguardable. That's what I'm hearing.
But what I'm saying is in the era that we are in, that we're saying 2000 to 2010, right, where fouls are not as they're called more, and it's not as physical, but it's still physical. But you're talking about
Peter,
a team.
You got to chime in, dude. I'm sitting here defending.
We haven't even talked
about my Lakers.
Also, let me just say this: my bench would absolutely cook your bench. Cook. Steve Kerr.
I don't know about that. I don't know about all that.
Bro, Steve Kerr and Tony Kukoc. And
they had Iguodala.
Andre Iguodala.
Who do you want with a shot with the fate of the universe? Give me Iguodala.
I've never seen KD do that.
But okay, let's just finish going down the line here quick, okay? Because I know we can all defend our teams each pretty well. So look. So I'll give Jordan. I'll give Jordan 29 a game. That gives him more than everybody else.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm giving Jordan 29 points per game. So now the number 3. Y'all's number 3 was Boss Man. Who's y'all number 3? He was a defensive player. I just can't remember his name.
Robert Horry, Devin George swapped out.
Horry had a little bit of shot.
Rick Fox. Rick Fox.
So you're going defense, right? Because
I'd probably go Rick Fox.
Okay, so Rick Fox, what do we think he's averaging in a series against the Warriors?
5 points a game. 5 points a game.
Okay. And then
he's gonna get 3 and a couple free throws.
And then hold on. What do we think he's averaging against the Peter, who's your third? Who's your number 3? Is it Pippen or is it
Scottie Pippen?
Yeah, okay. I didn't know if he was playing okay.
Got it.
All right, so you got Pippen here, and how much do you think he's scoring against the Warriors?
Probably about 28, 29, same as Jordan. Like, dude, come on. It's Scottie Pippen.
Bro, Pippen is not scoring more than Curry. Just come
Yeah,
on.
I disagree with that. I'm saying like 17, maybe 18 max.
Okay.
I mean, I could go 17 is my highest I could go for Pippen. And that's just for his effort on the glass. I mean, really.
Okay.
Because I mean, if we're talking shooting wise in between the 2000 and 2010 era where we can give a little bit of a contest and we're kind of used to seeing the 3-point shot, I don't think that Scottie Pippen's shooting is going to be as good. As a matter of fact, I'd probably say Scottie Pippen to score 15 a game, really, based off of fouls and rebounds.
Okay.
So we'll do 15 a game for Scottie Pippen, really. And then for me, KD going up against the Lakers, I think KD against Rick Fox. I don't think that that's a good matchup. I mean, you can disagree. I don't think that that's a good matchup, skill wise and just height wise, and that's why he produces such a big problem. Is because he's 7 foot tall, and he's got the skills of a guard as far as dribbling and shooting goes. I mean, it's ridiculous. So I'm going to be fair here, and I'm going to say 25 a game for KD. I mean, I think that's pretty fair. 25, maybe 20. I'm just going to write 25. I'm going to say KD's going 25 points per game, even though that's putting him under Curry, which I don't think that he necessarily would be under Curry. I really don't, but I'll just give him that. Okay, so then we've got our fours here. Boss man, who you got? Who's your 4?
I'm trying to think who was there. Horace Grant?
No,
Yeah.
was it?
And
Yeah.
I'd probably say Horace is probably scoring 10
12.
points a game, 11. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, 12.
10, 12.
I'll give him 12.
But he is going up against Draymond, who's a different monster. So
But then
Maybe
I,
less.
This was
Maybe
prime
less.
Draymond too. This was
Maybe
prime
less.
Draymond.
then I have an even better monster in Dennis Rodman.
I don't know. They play so similarly. Here's
the difference. Draymond can hit the 3 sometimes. Dennis can't hit the 3 for shit.
Yeah,
Dennis can't hit nothing. And let me tell you the other difference is that Draymond has playmaking abilities that Dennis Rodman did not have. The
He could
court
hit
vision,
Carmen Electra, but he couldn't hit
the
basketball.
court vision is crazy. So for me, I'm thinking Draymond is averaging 10 a game ish, because as far as scoring wise, I don't think that was his major contribution to the team. But I'm saying he'll score. You know what? No, you know what? I'm going to drop that. I'm going to say he's going to score 9 a game. 9 a game for Draymond Green. Because I think he does other things.
I say between he's scoring for Dennis, I might say like between 5, 6. 5, 6.
Dennis, no, you know what? Because Dennis was a hustler.
Yeah,
Dennis
he
was a
was.
hustler. I'll give him 8. I'll give him 8. I'll give him 8 a game.
All right.
I'll give him 8 a game. And then we have our 5s. Okay.
Oh, this is where he clears us on both.
Yeah, he's got Shaq. This is his heavy hitter.
Yeah, this is his heavy hitter.
Oh, Shaq, he's getting 40. I'm getting 40. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Can I
yeah.
tell you why not?
Dude,
Can I tell you why not? Can I tell you why not?
He's
Can
destroyed.
I tell you absolutely not on 40? Can I tell you why not? Because we are in the 2010 era where they do the hack a Shaq, and they didn't get there's no transition take fouls. He's not. Let me tell you something.
Who's guarding Shaq on the Golden State Warriors?
You said who's guarding him? There's nobody's guarding him. Let's just get that straight. Nobody's guarding him, right?
He would treat the Golden State Warriors like he did the New Jersey Nets, bro.
He's gonna dominate, but he's not scoring
30
a game.
15 and 10. Easy.
Yes, that was peak for him in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? 30 a game. So we're not gonna say something crazy like 40. And he's not gonna have his peak performance against probably the best.
He may drop 50 one game. He may drop 50 one game. He might
have a 50-point game, but let me tell you something else. He might have a game where he only has 16 or 17 only because of the fact that Kobe is on your team, right? And Kobe is still going to be taking the majority of the shots. Now, what made Shaq dominant was how dominant he was on the glass. And at this point, when I think you're playing against the Warriors, who have Zaza Pachulia, who skill-wise, not very great, not very great skill-wise, but he was a solid defensive player. He was a solid rebounder. That's it. That's what he did. And he was big. I mean, I'm pretty sure he was 6'11".
Everybody, every single game.
He did. And that's what you're getting. That's what you're not understanding, is that I'm not saying that
you
Shaq
have no center on your team that compares to nobody.
Damn, just let me finish, bro. I'm telling you that, yes, there's going to be a double that comes, right? So we're going to have Zaza
And who gets
there.
open?
You also have Draymond Green, who's great at picking the ball away from big men. You know that. He's great at picking the ball away from
Shaq.
Fam, he's doing it against Joel, and I think that's the closest thing we've ever seen to Shaq. Since he's left, that's the closest thing we've seen to Shaq. What are you shocked about? What other center is that big that can dominate a game?
Jokic.
Okay, all right, so sure, Jokic, but Jokic is a little bit different of a player. He's more of a passer too. Like his ball skills.
Shaq wasn't a passer?
Not like Jokic. I mean, he was all right, but not like, dude, Shaq was a good passer like Jokic.
Bro, he was facilitating at the top of the key. He'd go off on the post. He'd draw a double team. He'd kick out across court.
So Shaq's diamond up people like Jokic was.
Yes.
Or like Jokic is. You're crazy, bro. That's I'm not even.
Bro, go watch highlights. Go watch highlights.
I'm not even paying that, bro. He's
watch
not
highlights. 2000 Shaq was nasty.
No.
Nasty.
No. He was nasty, but not for that reason.
League MVP, Finals MVP, led the league in scoring.
So anyways, back to it.
What are we talking about?
I would give Shaq a solid 26 a game. Solid. I don't think he's scoring more than Kobe in those series. He's not scoring more than Kobe. We got Kobe at 27. I got Shaq at 26.
I got him at 35.
Yeah. Steve Kerr's not good at coming up with defensive schemes for good players. He's not good at that at all. It's not like he didn't play LeBron like 4 or 5 times.
We could put Andrew Bogut on him.
And they didn't add. What was the question then? When we were playing against LeBron,
Andrew Bogut.
When we were playing against LeBron, what was the question? How are they? Who's going to guard LeBron? Nobody on their team's going to guard LeBron, bro. They figured it out.
Who guarded LeBron that year? Who shut down LeBron that year?
He wasn't shut down. That's what I'm trying to tell you. He
exactly.
Scored,
and he was what? Big and dominant, was driving to the hole all the time.
It didn't matter. He got fried in 5 games. He got fried in 5.
So you're telling me that LeBron James is a better penetrator than Shaquille O'Neal?
No. He's a better scorer, though. He's a better scorer.
Definitely. Outside of 15 feet.
But I will say, like I said, I'm firmly sticking at 26 because I feel like, again, we're in this era. We've got Steve Kerr as our coach. Just be for real. Like, you need to give flowers where flowers are due, and he's great at coming up with defensive strategies for mismatches. We have hella. We've always had a lot of mismatches, especially for big men. This is nothing new for the Warriors. That would be nothing new for the Warriors.
Peter, you may have a disadvantage, too. You got Luke Longley.
So, but anyways, Peter, I mean, how much do you realistically think Shaq is scoring?
If you want me to be straight up honest, especially in that era, I'm saying he's dropping at least, like, especially against our centers, he's dropping like between 27 and 30. Okay,
that's fair. How about we'll go in between there, and I'll even give him 29. I'll give him 29. So 29 PPG. All right. And now Zaza, I don't expect much from him. I'm going to say a solid 6 points because, I mean, he'll be.
Wait, you don't even have Andrew Bogut? You got Zaza Pachulia?
Yeah, that is Pachulia.
Oh, give me 50. Give me 50 on Shaq. Zaza Pachulia? Get the fuck, bro.
That is, bro. He was a great
Zaza Pachulia.
So 6 points per game. Not going to listen to all that. Who's y'all center, Peter?
Shaq would put his nuts in his face.
I don't even personally I don't even know the dude's name. But
Luke Longley was your center.
By the way, you're making it like Shaq would be like we would pass the ball to Zaza Pachulia posting up Shaq. We would never do that. The problem is that Shaq wouldn't be in the paint.
What do you mean?
We wouldn't post up Zaza Pachulia against Shaq. You're saying Shaq
Why?
would why
Zaza
would we
had-
do that?
Zaza definitely done that.
But he
did it with the Atlanta Hawks, and he posted up
Yeah,
Shaq.
but that's not what 2015, 2016 Warriors are doing. That's not what
Just
they're going
saying.
to do. They're not
So
going to
Zaza's just there just to stand around on the offense, so it doesn't matter. So that opens up Shaq being able to guard somebody else.
Fam, no, it doesn't. What? Okay, hold on. Time out. What do the Warriors do? What do the Warriors do? What did the Warriors do back then? They would have Steph Curry bring up that center.
Yeah, they're always motioning, motioning.
And now you have Shaq out on the edge, right? Where he
Not on the edge. Not on the edge.
He would
Not on the edge.
You don't have a choice against Curry. You have to hedge him.
I'm playing a 1-3-1. That's what I'm doing with Shaq. 1-3-1.
But you can't say that you're playing a 1-3-1. That's not what they played. You can't say that. We're not changing how they played. That's not what they played.
That's what they played against the. That's what they played against the 76ers.
What they played. We have no influence over it. We have zero influence over it. We have zero. We're not the head coaches of those teams. We have zero influence over that. Would they maybe change to a zone? You might, but you would get fried if you play a zone against the Warriors. You're getting fried. How is that biased? There are 4 shooters on the court at all time. How is that biased?
Ooh.
You have
What 4 shooters on the Warriors?
You have Clay, and you just got done saying that Draymond will hit one. I mean, does he hit them all the time? No, but he'll hit an open one. He's wide open.
But you said shooters. You didn't say. I mean, if we want to talk shooters,
regardless,
Derek Fisher can hit a 3 anytime he needed.
You have to stretch out the Draymond. You have to stretch out the
Rick Fox, Robert Horry, big shot, Rob Horry.
They're not shooters like
Come
KD
on, bro. If you want to talk about shooters, I got Kukoc.
Like
Robert Horry is not a better shooter than Draymond. Are we really doing this?
Bro,
I said KD or Curry. They're not shooters like those guys. That's what I said. Robert Horry might have an edge on Draymond Green a little bit, but not by much.
But you can't say
a great
three-point
shooter.
when you speak on Draymond.
The guy was at 30% from the 3-point line. I mean, he's right around Draymond.
Like Draymond's mid.
Wash.
When it comes
Really
to
a wash.
Mid.
So anyways, your points per game for your center, Pete.
I don't even know. Like, because
Luke Longley was your center. Luke Longley was your center. He's been in big games where he scored 20. There's been games where he scored 5.
So I would probably say 7. We'll give him 7.
So I don't think he's.
I think Zaza is the worst. I think Zaza is the worst. So 7 points per game for him. Okay, so just based off of points per game, and this is very arbitrary, right? But based off points per game, let me add this up and let me see what team comes in first here. Okay.
It's probably going to be the Warriors.
It's not going to be. I'll tell you who it's not going to be. It's not going to be the Bulls. I'm telling you that right now.
Hey, just so you guys know, we just hit 180 subscribers.
Let's go. That's what I'm talking about, guys.
Yeah, I saw that before the thing started. I was really happy about that.
I'm just looking at it right now, man. 180 subscribers.
Let's go.
Thank y'all.
Thank you. Thank you guys for coming in. Thank you for staying to listen to Word Takes. Shout out to the chat.
27 plus 15.
Zach Drew says, do we think the Hornets will make the playoffs?
No. Hornets are not making the playoffs. Like, they're like.
Not for like 4 years.
Yeah. I say 3-4 years. 3-4 years. I'm calling it 3-4 years. Yep.
Okay, and then we got this last one. So here's the problem. I'm going to start with the Bulls. Here's the problem with the Bulls. The problem with the Bulls and why that they would not do well against either the 2001 Lakers or the Golden State Warriors is that simply the play style in the 2000s and 2010 would really hamper the Bulls' effectiveness in its entirety. Because if you're not having Michael Jordan scoring 40 a game for you, it's not enough. It's not enough because the other two teams the amount of scores on the team, it's too much. And to be fair to Michael Jordan, they haven't had to play teams, the super teams that got created after his era. Because before his era, there obviously there's a few super teams, but not like there is in the league today, where it's there's a couple of super teams. So with that being said, you guys scored. My bad. Go ahead, man.
Let me just bring up one super team. I understand it played good because it was his rookie year.
Mm-hmm.
But a couple super teams that he actually played against, a lot of people don't talk about, is the Celtics. When they had Larry Bird, they had Kevin McHale, they had who else? Like just that whole team in general.
So with that being said, your team scored 66 points as an average.
Wow, that's
66 a game, and that's just from your starting five. Okay, and you got to remember that this is a team that, I mean, back in that era, I mean, scoring 90 in a game, you probably won the game.
Yeah.
So 66 points per game for y'all. Now, for the Lakers at 83 points per game. So a 17-point increase there. And funnily enough, with the Warriors at 83 points. So the Warriors and the 2001 Lakers, I think, would be the best matchup between the three teams. Because I don't know about you, boss, but I feel like the Bulls would get beat. I feel like that Bulls team is getting beat by the Lakers in 2001.
Here's
and
the
I think
crazy
they're
thing
getting
in
beat
my
by the
opinion.
Warriors.
The Bulls play different than what they look like on paper.
Say it again.
That's another thing we have. The Bulls play
Yeah,
a lot
I
different.
get that. No, I
They
get
do.
that. But at the same time, are you saying that in an era where it's 2000 to 2010, where the fouls aren't called or the fouls that are called more often, so that physical style of defense that made them who they are would probably condemn them in that era? The only way the Bulls win is if we go back to their era. Now, if we're talking about their era, we're talking about the 90s, I feel like the Bulls could beat the Warriors and the Lakers in the 90s. But the Lakers and the Bulls would still be a good matchup. That would still be a great matchup because the physicality that Shaq could bring into the game would be impressive to see in the 90s. But
Restate that one more time. Did you say that the Warriors could beat the Bulls and Lakers in the 90s?
No, I said the Warriors would lose in the 90s to the Bulls. Yeah. I said
Okay.
that it would be a good matchup.
I said it would be a better matchup. No.
I said I think it would be a better matchup between the Bulls and the Lakers in the 90s era. But if we're in the 2000s to the 2010 era, where fouls are actually called and you have to be skillfully good at defense, I feel like Rodman fouls out of a lot of games. I feel like Scottie Pippen fouls out of a lot of games. And just because it's their physical brand of defense that made them who they were would condemn them ultimately in a 7-game series. It would not work out for them. They would go at these defenders saying, hey, I know this guy's about to try to get physical with me. I'm going to use my skill.
Let's do it like this. Let's simplify it because this is basically where it comes down to. Because there's players that each team has to shut down. Somebody has to shut down Jordan. Like they have to shut him down. He can go like he's had a night in the finals where he scored under.
Yeah, well, sure, but I'm saying with Michael Jordan, like if it's me. In that instance, I mean, yes, double teams are coming your way. So I'm going to force these other guys to be the guys that beat us, right? I have to make, I've got to make Pippen score. You got to have Robin score.
Pippen can do that.
I mean, they can, but I don't
Wait,
think
which Bulls team were you talking about, Peter, that we picked? 96? 97?
95?
I was talking about the 96-97 team with Kukoc and Steve Kerr.
Kukoc and Steve Kerr add a different element when we talk about bench, bro. Like,
and Iguodala on ours.
And we also had
best people to come off
we had Robert Parrish. We also had
Iguodala over Kerr. Kukoc, Iguodala.
Oh, Kukoc.
Not even a conversation.
I don't know. Not in that era. I don't know. Not in that era. I don't know. Call me crazy.
Bro, chat.
I firmly believe that in a 2000 and 2010 era that the Warriors beat the Bulls in 6. Now the Lakers is that's a challenge. I mean, at the end of the day, I think what it comes down to is who's hitting the clutch shots, and Kobe's real good at those. I mean, Kobe is known for that. So when it comes down to who can score for sure every time going up and down the court, towards the end of the game, I think it's real close. It's really close. So in a 7-game series between the 2001 Lakers and the 2015-16 Warriors, I think that it's close. I think it could go 7. I think it could go 7 games either way. But I think it would go 7 games because the same way that Boss Man, the same way.
I can't disagree with 7 games. I can't disagree. When you say 4-2,
but that's what I was going to say is the difficulty with your team is the strength inside, right? It's just it'd be an issue. That would be our main issue. On top of having a guy that can score like Kobe, that would also be an issue, obviously, because of his clutch time factor, his ability to hit big time shots when they need them. I think that would factor in a lot, but at the same time, I don't think that the Lakers would. I think they would struggle with the spacing of the floor. I think they would. Just the speed and the spacing on the floor, that would be difficult for the Lakers.
I think the best matchup, if we talk the 3 separate teams, is Bulls and Warriors. That's the best, most evenly matchup I can see.
Literally.
I don't think so. I don't think they're evenly matched. I don't.
How?
Because
you have great defense and great offense.
You're right, but within the era that we're talking about, that defense that they played was physical, and they were allowed to get physical without a foul. I mean, you can go up and go up with your elbow and smack a guy in the head.
Here's the deciding factor. Ready? Here's the deciding factor. Who taught Steve Kerr the triangle offense?
Yeah.
Okay, who perfected it?
Phil Jackson.
Phil Jackson.
And he was also
Phil
on the team,
Jackson.
so he basically knows every and thank you, Drew.
But
Rodman would take out Draymond.
Yeah, that's easy. Of course he would. Of course he would. Now, Drew,
how many rings does Phil Jackson have?
What was it?
How many rings? How many rings does that head coach have with the triangle offense?
We're talking about 1 year, and yes, but
He's got more than that, Peter. He's got more than that, Peter.
Steph beats Kerr, and it's not close. And I don't think that Kerr was the starter.
11.
Who was the starter? Who was the starter?
It was Ron Harper.
Ron Harper, yeah. MJ beats Clay. Steph beats Kerr. KD's winning that matchup 10 times out of 10.
Against Scott?
I can't wait till Drew gets up.
I can't wait for Drew to get on the podcast.
I can't wait.
He's going to answer right now. Watch. He'll tell you right now that KD is going to fry Scottie Pippen. KD is frying Pippen.
Frying, bro. Like now you're just glazing.
Dude,
I'm sorry.
Oh my God, bro.
But you are.
I'm not. You want me to tell you another dude that would fry Pippen for the same reason? You want me to tell you another dude that would fry Pippen for the same reason? Dirk Nowitzki would fry Pippen. Fry him. Bro, y'all are ridiculous. Yeah, Scottie does win against KD's defense. I think that Scottie can score against KD, but who's scoring more? Who's scoring more? KD or Scottie? Who's scoring more?
Thank you, Drew.
He's saying no to Dirk. He's saying no to Dirk. And you can say no to Dirk, but there was no guarding that. That fadeaway, there was no guarding Dirk's fadeaway.
Get up. I have to get up because
there was no guarding Dirk's fadeaway. Y'all are crazy. You're goofy as shit, bro. You're so goofy, bro. He's not guarding Steph Curry.
How is that goofy, bro?
KD, bro?
Thank you, Drew.
He's not guarding
Scottie
KD,
Pippen
bro.
shutting down some of the greatest small forward, power forwards in the game.
Oh my
His
God,
entire
they were
career.
not shooters, bro. He guarded them on the inside. They weren't throwing up shots against him. This was an era where they're driving.
You're telling me he didn't guard Grant Hill? You're telling me he didn't guard Grant Hill?
Against anybody. Scottie never played against anybody as offensively gifted as Kevin Durant.
Tracy
finishing,
McGrady?
shooting. Are you joking me with Tracy McGrady as far as an offensive
Yes,
player
Tracy
compared-
McGrady was. Bro, are you
offensively
serious?
compared to KD? You're wild. Let's look up some statistics. Why don't we? Let's look. It doesn't matter if he was the primary perimeter defender. It don't matter who's the primary perimeter defender on any team that plays against KD now. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That's the difference. Is the guys that are special, the defense doesn't matter. And at the end of the day, KD is getting shots over Scotty left and right. The question is Scotty blocking KD?
I wish Drew was in here right now.
Peter,
Scotty
instead of
blocking
hold on,
KD.
hold on.
Yes.
Hold
Like-
on.
The question is he blocking him? Where's the ball at? What are we talking about?
Hold on, Mark. Hold on, Mark. I want to fry Pete right now because
What's up? Because
like
Scotty
the
was
entire
actually
episode.
the
Hold
break-
on, stop. Hold on, stop.
This
So,
is a podcast, Peter. You should be able to hold it. You should be able to hold
the entire
an NBA and
episode,
television
the entire
conversation
episode.
on your own.
bro, fam, can I speak?
yes.
The entire episode, Mark did more defending for your Bulls than you did.
Because
And now, And now we're even going into the comment section, going for people
I
that aren't
wasn't-
even on the
bro, I
panel
wasn't-
right now, and you're taking their takes.
Bro,
I haven't even heard a take.
born. I wasn't even born. What else do you want me to say? I wasn't even born.
So then,
I was literally just born.
but you've seen. So then that's my point to you is why would you pick a team where you don't even know how they really
I
played
would
for it?
rather- Because I have somebody that actually has knowledge that has been to all three back to back and who's almost been.
So is that
Okay,
his
in
team
your
or your
opinion.
team?
In your opinion, Peter, since you didn't watch it, let's put a team that you watched, that you know.
What team you watched, bro? Like I know KD. I've watched KD for a long time, and there's no defense has worked against him.
I
Double
watched
teams
Shaq
don't
from
work against him.
92 all
If
the
you
way to
put somebody
2009.
bigger on him, it don't work against him. You put somebody smaller on him, it don't work against him.
One person that I would love to see absolutely just destroy Katie, but it probably wouldn't happen. Oh my god, my dad's now getting mad. But probably Ben. No, not even Ben Wallace. Because a lot of people don't really talk about Ben Wallace because he's probably one of the most underrated like basically defenders of all time. If you
That's a fact, Drew. That's a good point.
That one is I mean, I feel like that's just not true, bro. I feel like we have great defensive players that are in this league and that KD has played against. I mean, when he played against when he was in OKC and he had to play against guys like Dwayne Wade that were fantastic defensive perimeter guys. I mean, you're playing against guys like LeBron James, who is great on the outside and the inside, and he was still. I think we can say that LeBron James is just as good as a defender as Scottie Pippen. I mean, he's great on the defensive end, bounce, steals, blocks. I mean, the guy took over the game. So, and we're talking about a guy in KD who would drop 30 on him. KD's dropped 30 on LeBron many times throughout his career.
Peter, not because I heard you say Ben Wallace.
Yes.
We need a team that you watched that you know could guard Steph, Clay, KD, Draymond, Zaza.
So hold on, you guys, you brought up, facts, Pete. While you think about that, you brought up Tracy McGrady as a better scorer than Kevin Durant.
At his peak, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, fine. Let's just play. I'm gonna play.
How
devil's
many
advocate.
scoring titles does Kevin Durant have?
I'm gonna give you his
How many
peak year.
scoring titles does Kevin Durant have?
Hold on. I'm gonna give you Tracy McGrady's peak year. 32 points per game. Pretty damn good. 2002 through 2003, right? Okay. Let's take a look at Kevin Durant's. I'm gonna take a look at his all-time stats, and we're gonna
Make sure you mention who Kevin Durant had on his team too.
Sure.
Because Tracy had nobody. Ever.
Tracy had nobody. Tracy
You're going
had
to say
nobody.
Yao Ming?
First of all, 2003 and 2004, he was not with the Rockets. He was.
I
with
know
the
this, but I'm saying I know who was on the 2000.
But
Andrew-
overall, look at this, bro. Listen to this, bro. Overall points per game, bro. Kevin Durant is averaging 27 a game for his entire career. That's outlandish.
That's fine,
and,
bro.
and you're talking about a guy in Tracy McGrady that
How many?
averages
But
19
you got to
games
talk about the
and
players that are on
32
the team that
32
create
point-
spacing for him.
Bro, what do you mean? KD got his point. KD didn't get his points off of open buckets. KD is not getting his
You're
points
telling me
off
that
of
Russell
open
Westbrook
shots.
never drove into the paint, kicked it out?
KD's peak year was the 2013-2014 OKC. So this was post James Harden. This was just Russell Westbrook, and he was nice. But you want to talk about spacing on a team? They didn't have that much spacing on that roster.
Bro.
What spacing did they have? What
Serge
spacing
Ibaka,
did they have?
Kendrick Perkins. What are we
Kendrick
doing?
Perkins, did you hold on? Timeout. Brian, no way you just said Kendrick Perkins when you talk about spacing.
What are we doing? No,
Ain't no
but
way
you
you're
said
talking
who was
about
on the
Kendrick.
roster.
30.
You said who was on the roster, so I started naming
32.
roster players.
32. Hold on. 32. And he had other players that he was passing to on that team. You also had Russell Westbrook that was averaging 26 that year.
How many assists did he average that year? Let's
My
see how much
God.
he
I mean,
passed the
he
ball
had
to
to
those.
share half his
guys.
He had to share half of his shots with Russell Westbrook, and you know that took a lot of shot opportunities away from that guy. And like he said, that he already screwed himself in this conversation. Tracy McGrady did not have a lot of other options on that Orlando team. It was all him. And even in his peak, he couldn't do nothing with them. And even in his peak, bro, you're still not scoring on all three levels like Kevin Durant is scoring.
Tracy
You're
McGrady
not
did nothing
scoring.
with the Orlando Magic. Are you serious?
Bro, not that year. Not his peak year. We're talking about his peak year. Not that year.
Bro, scoring title.
So did KD that year.
Tracy McGrady was dominating
And on top of that- and on top of that, hold on.
NBA.
Let me-
The entire
On top of that,
NBA in 2003.
yes. And so did KD 2013 through 2014. And let me tell you something.
No.
KD,
No. That's LeBron. That's LeBron. Did he win the finals?
No, he didn't win the finals. Listen, KD had 29.9 per game one year, had 32, had 30, 27, 29.7, 28.2. And you want to hear Tracy McGrady's? Be serious. 7 points per game his rookie year.
He didn't start.
7 points per game his rookie
He
year.
didn't start.
That whose fault is that?
Toronto
Is
Raptors.
that his fault? That's his fault. And
They
guess
had
what?
Doug Christie. What are we doing?
KD averaged 20 a game his rookie year. His rookie year was averaging 20
Where
already.
was
By the way.
KD drafted? Where was
Matter
KD
of fact,
drafted?
the Seattle Supersonics, but when Ray Allen left,
What selection?
what?
What selection?
What, KD?
Yeah, I don't remember. He's top
He
5
was
though.
7.
Number 2 overall behind Greg Oden.
Okay, and he was way better than Greg Oden.
Where was
Yeah,
Trace
he's
McGrady selected? Where was
You're
Tracy
talking
selected?
about you're talking about something completely different. We're talking
You
about
just
pure
brought up
scoring.
7 points a game and said whose fault was that? He
We're
was a
talking
rookie
about
vet.
pure scoring. We're talking about scoring. That's what we're talking about. And you're talking about Tracy McGrady was a better overall scorer than KD, and that's insane. That is insane. That is a crazy take. It's not even close. KD was a better scorer. KD was better from three-point range. KD was better from mid-range. KD was better at the line. KD's a better finisher. KD's a better ball handler. The one thing I give Tracy McGrady over Kevin Durant is court vision. That's his one thing that he's got over KD. That's it. Offensively, KD is one of the best players we have ever seen.
This is nasty.
Yeah, you're right. You need to get out of the past, bro. You need to let that shit go. Tracy McGrady was great. He's not KD. He's not KD.
He's better than KD.
He's
and I'm gonna
not.
stand on that.
He's not, bro. It's not close, bro. He is not better than KD, bro. Anyways, I think now's a good time to go to the comment sections. You guys got questions for us today?
Yeah, anybody in the comments? Whew. Anybody?
We have a lot of viewers right now.
I can't.
We have two.
I can't.
Oh, we have two. Okay, so then we can kind of just wrap this up here. I think that was another solid episode. All right, so I think we'll close out by saying Thursday next week that I plan to implement our first battle.
Yes.
So please. Oh, we got one question. We'll answer that here in just a second. Please tune in next week, though. Thursday, I'm going to try and do our best to have our first battle. Or Thursday this week. I'm going to try and schedule our first battle.
Don't forget, we got Rod.
Oh, we do have Rod. Yeah, we'll have to do it next week then. So then tune in next Tuesday, and we'll do it next Tuesday. What is my play-in teams in the West? I think I'm going to go with – ooh, that's a good question because I know we were looking at that earlier.
I'm about to look into it right now. And guys, I just got to say this real quick. The UConn Huskies are absolutely getting destroyed right now against Creighton. They're losing by like 17.5.
Creighton's is an underrated program. So for the Western Conference, for me, my play-in teams, I'm gonna have the Mavericks down there because I just feel like the consistency on that team is something to look at. As far as injury-wise and just the team playing together. I think that the team just doesn't have enough games together. Not saying that they don't have the talent because Luka and Kyrie together is actually insane. I mean, that's an insane matchup.
I can't wait to go watch them on Sunday. I'm so
excited. Yeah. And then, so with that also being said, I do not see – I'm going to keep it where it's at right now with the Warriors, Lakers, Kings, and Mavericks. And the reason why is I feel like the closest the Warriors could get is to 6. I think the Warriors could get just outside that bubble if they go on a run at the end of the year like they normally do. If they can get that, 7 to 8 game win streak going, then, yeah, I could see them getting there. Because I do see the Pelicans, if they lose a couple of games, they could – very easily drop that 6th spot to the Warriors. I feel like it catch up to them. And I know the Mavericks are just one game behind them right now, but I'm a homer for the Mavericks, for the Warriors. So maybe I'm just being a little biased there, but I feel like if they give a good push at the end. So the Pelicans might be down there for me in the West. And then the East, I'm going to go with the East is so much more fun because I feel like it's so much tighter. You know what I mean? Like it really is. It's just it's a lot closer of a race than it is in the West Side. So, man, I could see even the 76ers falling into the play-in. I could see the 76ers fall to the play-in.
I'm not mad at that. With Joel's injury, not mad.
I mean, easily, because now you're talking about without Joel Embiid. I mean, we'll get to see the extent of how good Tyrese Maxey has gotten over a span of this offseason. Yeah, a few years now. We'll see what he can bring to the table as far as scoring points. But I don't think the Pacers fall. I think the Pacers go up. As a matter of fact, I think the Heat go up. I'll keep the Magic down there. I'll keep the Bulls down there. And the Hawks are absolutely a play-in team. But here's a team that you should watch out that is on the outside looking in. I would not be surprised if the Nets, now with the coaching change, makes a little bit of a push to get into that play-in.
Kevin Ollie, the former UConn head coach that won the national championship with them, is now the interim head coach. But in my picks, I actually think this is a crazy hot take, but I completely agree with Drew with Miami falling because I don't know what it is with Miami, but they need to figure out what's going on over there.
I don't know. Look, and I think that they will, because I think the coaching, right? I think the coaching is great. I think the coaching is great there. I think Eric Spoelstra is a great coach, and I think that with Jimmy Butler, we saw last year, is playoff Jimmy not different than regular season Jimmy? And I think if we start getting to a point where the games need to be won, you can look to a guy like Jimmy Butler.
Mm-hmm.
With that being said, I don't think that the Heat fall. I think the Heat stay where they're at.
Mm-hmm. Okay. One of my hot takes is because if this team can get hot at the right time, I actually think they make it into play-in. The Houston Rockets, actually. Houston Rockets.
They've got a good young team. I just don't think it's time for them yet. I just don't. But the talent on that team moving forward with all the young guys on that team that just really
that veteran leadership
are good ball players. I just don't see them doing it this year against that group in the West. It's tough competition out there in the West.
And man, I'm just saying this. Memphis cannot catch a break.
No, they can't.
Memphis can't catch a break.
Memphis is just dunzo for me. I mean, without a guy like Ja out there on a regular basis and performing at a high level, that team's just not much.
No, they're not.
I think Desmond Bane he's
good.
Overrated. I actually think he's
really?
overrated.
You think he's overrated?
He's overrated. I think he is. I think that he's a streaky shooter. So I think he gets games where he can drop 25 or 30 in a game. I'm not saying that that's impossible for him, but I also know there's games where he'll score 6 points and he'll go 3 for 15 from the field.
Okay.
So I don't know. I think that team, they need another scorer on that team to help, just in case Ja Morant's hurt or suspended for playing with guns again. I don't know.
Pew-pews. But you're not wrong about that one. But yeah, it's
all right. Well,
anyways, guys, it was an absolute pleasure. Once again, another great episode, guys.
This was
episode 2 in the wraps. We appreciate it, Minnesota Wake Up Sports Podcast.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thanks to our sponsors. Appreciate you guys. Shout out Underdog Fantasy. Shout out Funko Pop. We'll be back here Thursday night. Same time. Don't miss out, knuckleheads.